boy, grown man business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Yeah, man, froze up on the last little live, so I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get back in here. Um, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with the internet and the signal and all that. Hold on. Right? But like I was saying, you know, the RICO charges, the RICO indictments was made to wipe out the whole mob. Like I said, man, we froze up. We back now. Tap in. The RICO indictment was used to wipe out the whole mafia. And like I said, a lot of us, a lot of young blacks, we came up watching Goodfellas. We came up watching, you know, The Godfather. So we structure a lot of our movements behind the Italian mob. So that's why these RICO indictments that's coming out with all these rappers and these different cliques and these different gangs is very easy for them to implement that same RICO charge on these rappers. So you got to look at Young Thug, you got to look at Young Gunna, right? They don't praise rats. They don't they don't condone ratting. They actually despise, especially Thugger. You know what I'm saying? He despises, a snitch, right? But you don't understand is that these FBI agents, these feds are now putting Young Thug and Gunna in a position that they're either gonna rat, they're gonna talk, or they're going to go to jail for a long time, bro. Something like 6ix9ine. You remember 6ix9ine situation? A lot of y'all don't remember 6ix9ine situation. 6ix9ine literally had to tell, or he was gonna do about 69 years. Young Thug and Gunna are gonna have to talk. So this is gonna get interesting. You know what I'm saying? I want, everybody should lock in, should tune in. But on top of that, this is a big lesson for the youngsters that want to be Young Thug. To all the youngsters that want to follow in Gunna's footsteps. You know, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. I be trying to tell you youngsters all the time. I tell my boys all the time. I tell the youngsters all the time, my nieces and nephews all the time, that, it's going. Salute Beantown. Salute Beantown. Hey, look, my neighbor, hold on. My neighbor's weed eating right now for some reason. His whole fucking yard is dirty, but he wants to weed eat. Salute, though. Salute, everybody. Fucking dude. You got neighbors, dog. This what happened when you have neighbors out here in the burbs, man. Salute, yeah, salute. Columbus, salute Columbus. I got some people out of Columbus, Ohio. So salute to Columbus, man. I went out there a long time ago. Hold on. When I was really young, hold on. Fucking guy. This guy's yard, yo. This guy yard be dirty as hell. His yard, the HOA people always got to mess with him about his yard, right? And now all of a sudden he got a weed whacker. He think he does. He think he doing something with his weed whacker. But anyway, like I said, right? So this is going to be a big. This is going to be big for the youth. This is going to be salute, UK, salute. Yeah, we global, baby. You know we global. Salute to everybody that's in the building. We just froze up, so I had to come out and come back in. So salute to everybody that's in the building. But like I said, let me get back to it. So, like I said, over here in the USA, over here in America, the majority of the young gangs and all that, um, you know, most of us, we all came up watching the Italian Mafia. We all came up watching Goodfellas, Godfather, movies like that. So what you got to know is like all these gangs like YSL, all of these little cliques that's popping up. 4PF, yeah, right. They all structured like the Italian mafia, and that's why it's so easy for the feds to implicate and implement. Um, they implicate certain people, and then they implement the RICO charges and the RICO indictments, so they can net everybody. They're gonna pull everybody in at one time, right? Once they pull everybody in at one time, then what they do is they put everybody in separate rooms and they get to questioning everybody, and then they put ridiculous amounts of time in front of you. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't remember, but 6ix9ine was looking at about 69 to 70 years in prison. And when you go in with the feds, you got to do all of that. It ain't like state. You got to do all of that time. So, it really raised the red flag and the eyebrow for me, because like I said, man, I don't really listen to Thugger or Gunna, but I remember seeing certain interviews with Thugger and hearing the disdain in his voice when it came to snitches, when it came to rats. Yeah, he got a real disdain in his voice. And what you got to know is, it's going to be a gang of YSL artists. Yeah, Clubhouse. We're going to get into that. But it's going to be a few artists in YSL that's going to talk. Every artist and every person that's indicted don't got Young Thugger money for these lawyers, to grease pockets. These dudes gonna get faced with 50, 60 years, and they gonna talk. They gonna talk. And that's where it's gonna get sticky and tricky for Gunna and Thugger. Because once they get a few of them low level YSL members to start saying, hey, we did this, we did that, because the Fed's gonna tell them already. We already know, we got you on tape talking. Listen, the RICO, when you hear the RICO law, that's what I was talking about with WAC 100. When you hear the RICO law, the feds, when they come get you, they're gonna put you in a room and they're gonna say, we already know what's going on. We don't really need you to tell us what's going on. Here you go on the wiretap talking, boom. They're gonna let that thing play for about 20 minutes. Then they're gonna say, who was this person you was talking about? Who was the person you was talking to? What were y'all, bruh, it's on tape. They probably, I gotta look into it, but I'm sure they've been looking at Thugger for years now. Probably since like 2016 or 17. That's how the feds come. You understand? So all these dudes talking about, they ain't never gonna rat. They ain't snitching. They ain't no snitch. They ain't no rat. All that is dead. To the youngsters, I'm telling you, all of that is dead. Y'all living off a persona that we grew up under. That's why I tell everybody, I tell the youth, 2012. See, yeah, that's even further than I went. Oh, I done heard Thugger say stuff in interviews. One time he said in the interview, he was talking about Pusha dissing Drake on a song, on one of Pop Smoke's songs. So this was recent. And he was like, man, don't diss him on this song. You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? You just doing that for clout and more looks. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't care what y'all do. We kill for real. That's what he said. Kind of. It was the first time I ever heard somebody say it like that. Like, nigga, we kill for real. I kill for real. Nigga, we don't. You know what I'm saying? So those hits that they talking about, he was sending. Yeah, somebody's gonna talk. Somebody's gonna talk. And soon as one of them YSL members talk, it's gonna put Thug in a position that he's either gonna talk, or you're gonna, if they indicting him with everybody else, they're gonna put some time in front of you. They're gonna put 20 years in front of you and say, fight it. You wanna fight it? You wanna go to court? All right. You wanna go to trial? Our track record when we go to trial, right? We 97, 98%, right? Yeah, hey, listen. That's a whole nother topic. Like, the whole 6ix9ine situation is something that I'm going to dig deep into, and as well as the Troy Ave situation. Now, I wasn't really up on Troy Ave, but Troy Ave is an artist that I've been rocking with for a while. On and off, I listen to his music, but I locked into his entrepreneurship. Um, I locked into him through some other like, it wasn't even his music for real. I don't know really one Troy Ave song, but it was more that his entrepreneurship, his boss life. You know what I'm saying? I kind of locked into that. Salute 757. You already know. Um, But Troy Ave has an interesting story as well that I want to dig into, and it's going to further prove to the youngins that the game is over. I came up under the old law. The old law is done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all under a new regime. Y'all under a new law. Um, so a lot of y'all still trying to like go under the rules that we came up under. The '80s babies, and them rules is out the door. It's out the door. I didn't believe it at first. Um, I didn't believe it at first, but the whole 6ix9ine situation confirmed it. It stamped it for me to let me know that it's a wrap. You understand? It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to them old laws, it just is what it is, and you can't be mad at that. All laws have to be updated and changed. Sometimes you got to update the curriculum. Um, yeah, you already know how people. When you come in, man, wipe your feet off, man. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step in the room. Hit the like button. You feel what I'm saying? But salute to everybody that's in the chat. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Now, that is what it is, right? The old law. Yeah, it's definitely updated. It's already been updated. The old law is out the window. So to the youngins, crime is not paying, bro. Crime doesn't listen, especially like the crimes these guys YSL and them boys is doing. Crime don't pay no more. Yeah, y'all watching movies from back in the day. Y'all hear your uncles, y'all hear your OGs, y'all hearing grown man business. You feel me? Give y'all game. But one thing I feel like people is not telling y'all youngsters is that the times have changed and crime don't pay anymore. Literally. I'm talking about literally. So that's why that's why I kind of felt to speak on this as well. Like I told y'all know, injured my leg, so I'm on crutches. I mean, I've been laying low. I haven't really been doing any videos. I just got to heal up, man. My leg is really, you know what I'm saying? I've been on these meds. But something in this one was like speak, because the youngsters think that they still playing in the old laws, and they think they playing in the old rules, and it's not like that anymore. All right, so crime does not pay, literally. You're going to make more money working on a construction job, guaranteed money, risk-free money. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about risk-free. You ain't worried about the RICO law or the RICO charges or the indictments. And you're going to make the same amount of money working on a construction site, making $20 an hour, than you are out. Trust me. It's just not the same no more. And if you know anybody in the game, all right, that's doing something illegal and they of a certain stature and they haven't been touched or they not having no problems with the law, you got to know they in bed with them already. That's why I'm not going to get off track, but that's what was making me look at Big U and come to find out he's in bed with them already. It's like, how was this dude so he's in bed with them already? You better off, youngsters. Listen, let me give you some game, youngster. One thing you're going to notice if you ever do go out on one of these construction sites, right? Like I'm telling you to, go get a job, man. Get in the military, go get a job, go be a fireman. You will make more money. You will have more benefits. You will live nice, other than whatever these dudes claim they selling. Whatever it is they selling, bro, it ain't popping. They not living like that. And this is when you see that they not living like that, because you're going to see these so-called dudes. Yeah. You're going to see these so-called dudes that was YSL in the street. They probably was wearing Thugger old. They was probably wearing Thugger old YSL belts. Thugger passed down his Armani shirts and her Mary jeans, and he passed all that shit down that he don't wear no more because he only wearing them twice. These youngsters, they money. But when these RICO and indictment charges come in, you're going to see they lawyers ain't up. Look at Straight Drop. Straight Drop with Young Dolph. Remember, he was doing the videos. He had all the Gucci on. He had the Gucci hat, the Gucci shoes, the Gucci belt. He was flashing and flaming. Soon as his ass got put in front of that lawyer and that judge, you know what he said? We ain't got the lawyer yet. Can you give us another week? The week came and he ain't got the lawyer yet. He got a public defender now. So these dudes, that's the smoking mirror that I'm trying to get these youngins to see through. The same dudes you think getting money, right? You're going to see on a construction site. Oh man, it never fails, man. Go out there, man. When I used to do like hands-on construction before I became a heavy equipment operator, You know, you get to talking, you get a shovel in your hand, and you get to talking to this dude, and he went to jail for 10 years, and he went to jail for having dope and having keys and being a man, and he done did this and did that and did this and did that. And now he's on the same construction site telling you about what he used to do. You gotta understand something, man. They all the big dope dealers, all the big dogs, all the dudes that you looking up to, they end up getting jobs at the end of the day. And you're gonna find these guys cooking somewhere. They're gonna be a chef, they're gonna be a cook, they're gonna be a dishwasher, they're gonna be working on construction, they're gonna have a shovel in their hand, they're gonna be digging ditches. Because they're gonna be so happy to make their money. And these dudes be so happy that they ain't gotta look over their shoulder. And that's where y'all gonna end up anyway. Half you dudes is gonna get locked up, come home and get a job. So why not start now? Why not start now? I'm trying to tell you, youngins, the smoke and mirrors is thick, man. It gets so thick that it's hard. I know it's hard for you youngins to see past the smoke and mirrors. The smoke and mirrors, man. They got y'all wanting to be rappers, but they ain't telling y'all rappers get the smallest cut. You understand what I'm saying? Rappers get the smallest cut of the pie. You don't hear them saying like, be a producer. I'm gonna make the beats like jazz beats. Producers get a big chop out the cut, bro. DJ Mustard, DJ Khaled. Look, I mean, just go down the list of DJ Paul Wall, DJ Paul, DJ. All these motherfuckers lay low. They not in y'all face every day unless they want to be like DJ Khaled, and they getting checks, right? The engineers. You know, the engineer, the guy that works that big ass board in the studio that you like to be in, that can control everything and make it go up and make it go down and handle it, like make it sound like this. Those guys get checks when your album goes platinum. They get a big check, man. I'm trying to give y'all some game. Now see, like I said before, this the game I give my nephews. This the game I give my young boys when they around me. Get it. They done got y'all. They done brainwashed y'all to think that y'all should be a part of the YSL gang that's gonna get indicted, right? Instead of working on a construction site downtown Atlanta, making $22 an hour or whatever they gonna pay you. You understand what I'm saying? With your dental, your health, your vision, your pension, yeah, your 401k. I can go down the list. So I'm here. I'm just giving you the game. I'm just giving you the game without the smoke and mirrors. When you come to this channel, right? One thing I haven't done yet is I haven't set up the spare room. I want to set up the spare room. I want to get it nice and set up like all the other bloggers got that little one spot they shoot in. And I'm thinking about doing that. But one thing I realized about Grown Man Business TV, that even when when I'm doing my videos in my car or it's a live, I'm just cutting the camera on and spilling the game for y'all. That's it. I'm cutting the camera on and I'm spilling the game out. I don't have a big production for y'all. If it's in my car, if it's in my garage, or if it's in the pool I'm getting built in the backyard, all I'm gonna do is spill the game. And I don't want a bunch of antics and extras. You know what I'm saying? I just be wanting to give it up straightforward. So, you know, that's one thing you're gonna get here. The camera is on and I'm gonna talk in the camera and I'm gonna give it to you. And my man across here don't never, this nigga grass be fucked up. But now all of a sudden he must got a new weed whacker. He just cutting his whole motherfucking grass. Excuse my language. He cutting his whole yard with his weed whacker. I should show y'all. Yeah, but back to what I was saying. You know, instead of them telling y'all to be the engineer, instead of them telling y'all to get a camera in your hand, instead of them telling y'all to be a producer, instead of them telling y'all to be a director, they telling y'all, they trying to make y'all be the rapper, right? Yeah. And what they do is, and it's just to the youngsters, please listen to what I'm saying, young boys. What they do is they dress the rapper up real nice. Oh, they dress him up in a nice rapper suit. They get his chains and his hat, and they make him dye his dreads, and you know, the whole rapper suit. My man's literally cutting the fucking yard with a weed whacker, bro. I should show y'all this. I should show y'all. I should make him famous, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just, hopefully he just cut that motherfucker off and go on his garage. Go on the other side. Ain't nothing else to cut over here, dog. You know what I'm saying? Problems of hey, my next property gonna have some land. I want like 4 acres, 5 acres. I don't want no neighbors. You know what I'm saying? You start learning what you like and what you don't like when you get your feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Get your feet wet, man. I'm gonna keep this crib right here. This property's staying in the family. This will get passed down to my sons and my daughters, and my wife will have it, and she'll make sure they have it, and I'll make sure they have it. But the next property that I'm thinking about getting within the next year or so, it's probably gonna be in Georgia somewhere, and it's gonna be, I need some acres. I need like 3, 4, at least 5 acres. Yeah, but maybe, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I ain't hating on him, you know what I'm saying? He just interrupted my goddamn, you feel me? He cut his whole yard with it. This dude is over there cutting his whole yard. I don't know if y'all can see him. Let's make him famous real quick. Can y'all see him over there? Hold on. Look at him. There you go. Look at him. He cutting his whole goddamn yard. He cutting his whole yard with a weed whacker, bro. This nigga cutting his whole yard with a weed whacker, man. You feel me? Hold on, give me 2 seconds, guys. Hold on, guys. Rock with me. And he look over here. Like, when you gonna be finished with your weed whacker, dog? That weed whack it all out. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm coming right back to you. Because I got a message for the youngins. I got to say this, man. Somebody has to say it. It has to be said, and it needs to be said out loud. You feel me? I'm not with all the productions and the antics right now. So they gonna dress the hold on. I think we got action. I think we got action. I think he just cut that thing off. Hold on. Yeah. Take that hole in the house. But anyway, so like I said, they're not gonna aim y'all in the direction to be, and think about it. Think about who they. Yeah. It's like he was. Yeah. He was definitely he was hating. He be hating his house a one. Hold on, let me show y'all his house. His house a one level house. You see, his house is a one level house. My house is like this. His house is like that. My house is like this. You see what I'm saying? His house is a one level house. So all their kids and them, they be always walking past my house, looking at the house they wanted. They wish they lived in this house right here. I'll be talking about. I be seeing them watching when I be upstairs. They can't see me. I be watching them. They walk past and they just stare at the house like this. They wish they lived in this house, right? Yeah. They did. But anyway, here we go, right? So what they do is, I already went down the whole situation with the RICO law and how they implement that, how they structured that. It fits perfectly for all these rap groups, YFL, 4PF, WNBA, one young boy, all these youngsters. They got these cliques, and they got this chain of command where you got the head, you got some you know what I mean, some generals, you got some soldiers, you got you got some panhandlers, then you got the bottom of the barrel dudes that claim YSL. They all committing crimes. So that's why it's easy for the feds to lock in with these rappers and watch them for a few years, get information, and do them just like they did 6ix9ine, right? But like I said, on a deeper level, if you look at who they promote, like to you youngins, they want you to be the rapper because the rapper is going to do the most work. Nah, it's some perks to this, right? But in the grand scheme of things, that's why you hear all these rappers always end up talking about they can't put their music out, or they not getting the money, they haven't been paid. Think about it, all the way up to Meek Mills. I'm talking about the top so-called rappers. All talk about they haven't been paid for this. They got robbed. They got because the rapper is the sucker. I used to want to be a rapper too, man. I'm guilty of it too. I grew up in the same environment as the majority of y'all youngins. I wanted to be a rapper. I'm nice, all of that. But then you just realize, like, I realized when I got older, I didn't really want to be a rapper. I don't want to entertain y'all like that. I don't want to get on stage and get the dance. I don't want to do all that. But I wanted to be a boss. I wanted to be rich. I wanted control over certain things that I still do. I'm still grinding to get control over. So that's what I wanted. And I thought that the rapper had all of that. The rapper don't have all of that. The rapper actually is just it's the actor. The rapper and actor. Rapper, actor. It's like the rapper is an actor. He's acting. You know what I'm saying? And then what you do is you act and you act and you act until you get to that level. Even Drake said it. He rapped about things he didn't have, but now he got it. It take years, but when he was rapping, he didn't have it. Everybody else is eating. Everybody else is getting their royalty checks. Everybody else is getting paid. Everybody else is living lavish. And the rapper is still touring, dropping albums, doing interviews. They're working. That's what you youngsters don't understand. You want to be little baby. Little baby is working. You want to be young thug. Young thug is working. You understand? What you got to do, what you got to understand is get you a job, bro. If you ain't focused in and homed in on nothing, if you ain't already going to school making A's and getting scholarships, if you ain't already in ROTC and you about to go in the military, if you ain't already got your mind made up that you're gonna be a clothing designer and you actually taking the steps even as a young teen or a youngster, because it's some real mature and savvy, business savvy, and real well put together youngsters out here that invest already. They already got this going on. If I was to give them $10,000 right now, they know what to do with it. But the majority of us, because I fell in that category, I don't never try to be to this or to that. The majority of us, uh, the majority of us, we don't know what we want to do when we turn 18. We not 100% sure what we want out of life when we turn 19, when we turn 18, when we graduate. You feel what I'm saying? And here you go. Here you go. You're not in college. You're not in the military. You're still in the same city that you went to school in, but now you an adult. You feel me? It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. And over here at Grown Man Business TV, we scratching the surface at all times. At all times. You feel me? I definitely have to fall back. Caught a little, I hurt my leg, man. I'm healing up. I be popping these little pills and all that shit just for the pain and all that. So I haven't been doing any videos. But I'm going to tap in, and what I want from here on out is to tap in. I want it to be potent. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to do the videos. It's going to be Grown Man Business TV. But when I'm talking to you, I just want it to be potent, especially to the youngins. All right? So you got Thugger and Gunna in a position right now, and it's going to get real because again, when you take it to another level, you come from a different angle. The higher ups and elites, like I told you, they either going to crash you out, or you going to crash yourself out. You understand? They like when you crash yourself out because it makes it more real. You understand? This is a movie, Hollywood, Hollyweird. It's all structured around that. The music industry structure is below the movie industry. The music industry and the is a branch off the movie industry. So when they orchestrate these hits, that look real. It look like real life, and that's the movie. That's the art of it. They want it to look like real life. They want Eric Holder to run down on the nip. You understand what I'm saying? And he's a rival gang, or they're in the same gang, and it's gang violence. And you see, he called him a snitch, and it was all these theatrics. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's all these theatrics. It's all these things. For sure. It's for sure. Good or bad, you already picked a side. You got to understand, when it comes to that war you was just talking about, we've all already picked a side. If you want to acknowledge it or not, you will know if you a good person or if you not. Yeah. And then what happens is, like I said, you 18, you graduate, you don't know what you want to do, and as a youngster, you don't understand how fast time flies. So next thing you know, you're 25. You a part of YSL. You repping YSL. That's how they get them, these low-level hitters that don't have nothing going on. And if he commits a crime under YSL, you committed a crime under YSL, and everybody going in. And the ones who can slip out through the nets, then let them slip out through the nets. It won't be much, maybe one or two. Gunna probably is going to, I don't know though. I don't know what they got on them. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Buckle down. I like that. My uncle used to say that a lot. I like that. I'm a prime example of it. Right? You. So again, I don't want to get too far off topic, but yeah, it's hard to buckle down. And now again, when you get deeper into it, SoCal, salute. When you get deeper into it, it's always gonna go back to those people, them people. You know how we say it. You know I gotta be smooth for the algorithm. But them people, everything, every error was always gonna point back to them. Because again, all the conditions are due to past, with every action is a reaction. So you have these actions that happen back whenever they happened, multiple different actions that happened in the past. Now that we're looking at the reaction of those past actions now. Yeah, yeah, but I don't even want to go that deep because it's a reason why it's a reason why it's a YSL. It's a reason why it's this click, it's that click. Again, those come from old mafia movies. We all came up watching Goodfellas. I'm talking about the ones from my generation. The ones under the old laws. These are now the bosses on top of everything. Shotty and them niggas, they was older dudes. You know, um, to the youngsters, they got y'all confused. They got y'all warped. They got y'all thinking the money is in being a rapper. We got enough rappers, my G. And like homie said about buckling down, everybody not gonna make their first million at 21, bro. But you gotta know it get greater later, baby. You gotta know it get greater later. It get greater later. And that's how it is. That's how it's going to be for the majority of us. So just you got to buckle down and get ready for the ride. That's what I'm telling my youngsters. I'm telling my daughters. You know, you hit 18, bro. You gonna get 22. You gonna be 25. You gonna be 27. You might be 28 and start thinking like, yo, I ain't where I want to be. Ask the average 28-year-old, are they where they want to be in life? They're gonna say the average, the majority. They're gonna say, nah, hell no, I'm not where I want to be, man. I want this, I want to do that. I still want to buy this for this. I want to buy my mama a house. You understand? Then you're gonna be 30, and you're gonna be saying, yeah. So trade and tech. But again, a school, that's schooling. If you want to go for you want to go for STEM and all that, you want to work for Google and all that, yeah. But like, that's what I'm saying. At 18, a lot of people, and you already know the curriculum haven't been updated in the public schools. So the majority of public schools, they not getting trades and they not getting tech. They not getting none of that. You feel me? That's why I say that's why I say it always. You can always take it to a deeper level, and it always point back to them people who's in control of the curriculum. Them people who's in control of everything. Them people. Yeah, yeah. But on the surface, if you just scratching the surface, like if we just gonna scratch the surface, you know, these guys are setting themselves up uh, for failure at every time. Every grown man, every uncle, every dad, every grandpa, every man in my book that's a stand up, stand tall dude that the youngins respect should be telling the youngins, oh, you about to hit 18, it's time. And I'm not talking about for the ones that already got it lined up, already got their scholarships lined up. Those are different conversations. You got your scholarships lined up, you already been accepted to a certain college or whatever, however it's going down. Okay, we could talk about what your major is going to be. Let's make sure you're not getting the wrong major. Let's make sure you're not wasting your time when you at these institutions. If you're going to go to one and spend the money to be there, let's make sure you on cue. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm talking about the youngins. Right now I'm talking because these are the ones that's going to fall into the YSL. You got to think 60 something people, right? Six youngin. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You got 60 something members of this YSL gang, right? That were indicted and picked up. How many of those guys you think were worth $1 million? I don't know. Maybe tell me whoever. I got 43 people in the chat. Somebody, how many of those out of that 68 people that I guess was picked up, 60 odd number, right? 60 some odd number. How many of those people had an M was worth $1 million after paying the taxes? I ain't talking about $1 million and then paying taxes. You only worth 750. You feel me? Think about that. Let that sit with you, youngin. Let that sit with you. Anybody want to throw a number out there? Take a wild guess, an educated guess. You feel me? About 68 people, okay? I see one, I see five, maybe five. I see the big zero. Nah, because you know Thugger and Gunna, they both were indicted. Three or four. Yeah. Yeah, those are not good statistics, my boy. Those are not good analytics. Yes, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna let y'all. My phone died. I didn't really freeze up. My phone died. But let me know if you can hear me. Somebody, the one person in the chat right now, throw a thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me in there. Throw a thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Put a thumbs up if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, perfect. Y'all can hear me then. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so like I said, the majority of those so you got to think if not many of them were millionaires, if not many of them had paper, you got to know the majority of those guys that's in that clique was getting the hand me downs, and they was getting Gunna hand me downs, they was getting Thugger hand me downs. When he hand down his Gucci belt and his Mary jeans, these the dudes that get it. These the dudes that's running around Atlanta and those the cities outside of Atlanta. Cause I got some people in Atlanta. You feel me? I got an uncle that's in Atlanta. That's real successful, do his thing, own some clubs out there. So I'll be in Atlanta a little bit, and it's a lot of like the hood dudes just wilding out, bro. Like they wilding out. I don't know if Drake people is doing that in Canada. I ain't really big on Canada. I don't know, right? But as far as like the YSL, and not just the YSL, the 4PF dudes, and it's a few other of them niggas. Like it's the little young dudes that's in high school, graduated from high school, from the hood, don't know what they want to do, and they know a dude that know a dude that know a dude that know Thug. You know what I'm saying? They know a dude that know a dude that know another dude that know Thugger. You feel what I'm saying? And they YSL, and they running around the city, and they doing miscellaneous things like all kind of okay, not even just the wilding out in the city. They beefing with other cliques. They beefing with the 4PF dudes. They beefing with these guys. These guys is now beefing. They beefing with Luciano. What's his name? YSL Lucci. YSL Lucci, they beefing with him. That was like a real big thing. They saying Thug sent some hits in jail. That's how the young boy got stabbed up in jail. They pinning all this on. They gonna pin this all on Thug too. And then what they gonna do is use these low level dudes that never seen $1 million, never seen $100,000, to lock it in. Somebody gonna talk. You feel me? And that's why again, like I said, man, I'm not gonna make this alone. I'm gonna chill with y'all for a few more minutes, and then I'll probably come back live later tonight. I always I'm gonna come back, and then I end up popping these pain pills. I be sleep. But I can believe that. I see what you're saying about the OVO. You know what I mean? And I'll say this. This is what I'll say about that, because I don't know. If they moving like that in Canada or wherever they at, wherever they at, them people is watching. Like, yeah, them people is watching. Hip hop has been infiltrated, and not just because of this situation. It's been infiltrated for years. I realized it a long time ago. And I love hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But just like the Black Panthers, you feel me? You gotta look at everybody. We looking at hip hop like entertainment. We looking at hip hop like uh, music, fun. Them people, they looking at hip hop like this is what controls their minds. This is what they listen to. This is what they will they'll emulate it. So if these guys are this and that and they'll emulate it. They looking at hip hop as a weapon. We looked at the most black people looked at the Black Panthers like they're a black group, just like Black Lives Matter that help people. I guess they try to help people. I don't know if Black Lives Matter help people, but the Black Panthers would help people. They would feed kids. They were like a community group. Them people was looking at the Black Panthers like they a weapon. We have to get rid of this weapon. Do you understand what I'm saying? And again, like I said, this for the youngins, man. When you looking at look at Thugger. listen, y'all listen. I don't listen. I could. It's probably one or two songs. I think this Young Thug and J. Cole song. I really like that song. Thug, he had something with Nip. I used to listen to that song. Um, but really, I ain't big on Thug or Gunna. But you youngins, y'all listen to them, so y'all know that what they stand on. Y'all know what Thug is, what he stand on. He don't deal his slack. He's a slack. That mean like I guess with like a slime. There you go, a slime. It'd be like a snake. It's green. That's what they represent. So they eat rats. So none of these dudes better not talk or nothing, right? But y'all youngins, again, y'all gonna get a chance to see how it's gonna pan out. Y'all gonna get a chance to see what the y'all every now and then, the universe gonna send a breeze through, and no, it's just like right now. It's a beautiful breeze going right, and that breeze gonna blow away the smoke in the mirrors for y'all. Y'all gonna be able to see clearly right there for maybe like however long the breeze blow the smoke away, and y'all gonna be able to see like, oh, that's it's like this gonna blow the curtains up, and y'all can see the whole 6ix9ine Tekashi was one of those moments. This is gonna be one of those moments where y'all gonna be able to see very clear what it is, and y'all still gonna choose to do what y'all want to do. Now, that's what you understand. That's what I'm trying to say. Because in my generation, it was the same way. It was like the old heads be like, "Yo, pull your pants up, man." Da da da. You be like, "Nah, we was sagging our pants, and I'm wearing a size 42. I got a size 42 jean on, man. I'm like a 32 or something, a 30. I got a size 42 jean on, and I got a big ass scrap in there. Yeah, we used to have big jeans because we used to have big ass scraps in the jeans. We ain't had Dracos, and we wasn't riding around in scat packs. Nobody wasn't doing no like the shit these dudes got. You feel me? Is different. It's different. Now, the reason why, the reason why they'll go back to it even while you telling them or they can see clearly is because the circumstances around them is forcing them down that way. Just like mouse in the maze. That's how the higher ups and elites play it. Mice and maze, right? So that's why I say anything that you could blame on the youngins or you could blame on whoever. Why are these people like this? Why do the dudes do this? Why do the girls like that? It all comes from past actions. That's the reactions now. So like, again, when I was coming up, the OGs used to tell that. I remember a bunch of guys that, that's why I say it's always gonna be somebody with some grown man business around you. Even if you ain't got your father, you ain't got your uncles, somebody in the neighborhood, somebody else's dad, when you go spend the night at their house, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna talk that shit to you. And that's what this is. That's the majority of this gonna be. To the youngins. You know what I mean? And whoever else that, salute. The neighbors they rap out and beat out, I ain't even see them. Um, this is grown man business. The beautiful thing about it is now is that we got technical. Cause I was like, I thought my phone was charging and the shit died. Um, Beautiful thing now is that we don't have to be standing outside. We don't have to be out. You don't have to come home from school and then be standing outside before you go home on a corner somewhere where something happened to you. You can get it straight off your phone. You could be in the privacy of your own house and be getting some real game. You getting some real game. You feel me? That's the real game. Um, they got y'all confused. I'm not gonna stay long, like I said. But they got y'all brainwashed. It started back in the day, bro. I used to listen to the music. It's powerful. The tongue is a sword. The tongue is a sword, bro. And with this music, oh, they got full control. They got full control. Now on a whole different angle, multiple different angles, my G. Right? Like I said, you know the game. You know the rules to the game. You seen what happened with 6ix9ine and Tekashi was doing all that while, and he was telling. That's gonna be a whole nother video. I'm gonna talk about 6ix9ine. I'm gonna talk about Troy Ave as well. Very, very deep, very deep, many lessons in these cases. Um, right? But Thug and Gunna, they gangsters. You hear how they rap. You hear how they talk. Now the Fed. Now when I was growing up, everybody knew that uh, playing in the streets, doing this, playing in the dirt, you gonna get mud. When the feds come, niggas knew they come in, they don't do no crime. You don't do no hoeing, don't do no crime. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all gonna be, and we gonna see. The the humiliation ritual in it. You know, when you're dealing with the higher ups and elites, you know, they either gonna crash you out, because I said this before, but I didn't elaborate. I'm gonna go a little deeper. They either gonna crash you out or you gonna crash yourself out. They like if you crash yourself out because it's more real. It is real. If they gotta line you up, they'll pull a Nipsey Hustle on you. They'll have a random white dude get out the car, 89-year-old white dude get out the car walking, never been over there before, and then we can't find out who he is on the tape. They'll line you up. But for the most part, they're gonna let you crash yourself out. Or they'll let you crash yourself out. They give you enough of everything. Tupac in the Tupac movie. It's one of the joints that stuck in my head that resonated with me out of the whole movie, even after the movie. I don't even think, but that quote his mom said to him was ill, and it stayed with me. They're gonna give you everything you need to destroy yourself. So they don't have to do it for you. You don't have to do it. They don't have to take the blame. You can do it yourself. They can help you, right? So, let me give you an example, right? When I was going to Atlanta a couple years ago, it was like, I mean, it was probably already mad crime in Atlanta, but it was like up with the crime, bro. It was all on the news. Everybody like, bro, you couldn't leave. You leave your car. If you leave your car in Atlanta at the gas pump on, it's gonna get stolen. Guaranteed. Niggas was robbing people. It was just like a high, like, so the city was saying like the crime was reaching Buckhead, right? This one I learned that Buckhead, was it Buckhead? I think it was Buckhead. That's like a real influential, real expensive area. I didn't know that. I thought I had Bankhead and Buckhead. I don't know, thought it was all the same. I never really was in Atlanta. I heard Ti saying Bankhead. I thought it was Buckhead, but Buckhead is the expensive area, right? And the crime, people was getting robbed in Buckhead, and it was all on the news, and the mayor and everybody was talking about it. These wars and these gangs shit happening in the malls, and these guys beefing. The feds get involved, but the feds don't come on TV and say, "Hey, we gonna get involved." The feds just come behind. See the PD, right? Public police and all these the public, your police or district, they gonna come on. They gonna come on TV. But when the feds come, they don't say nothing. Oh no, they lay low. They look at all the information they got, then they start getting the information they get, then they hit the street and they wear plain clothes and they walk around, they see you niggas. They get entombed by some loud from you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with the higher ups and elites, yes, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Come on, man. You already, that's my thoughts, man. More sense, 100% fact, my G. Well put. I couldn't have said it better. You feel me? But even a deeper level, right? Hollywood, Holly weird. Hollywood is Holly weird. All that shit is a branch off of Hollywood and entertainment. Music is a form of entertainment, right? So when you do crash yourself out, because they didn't have to crash you out this time. You know, some of them like Slim 400, I don't, they didn't have to crash him out. He had so much beef, he crashed himself. When you crash yourself out, right? They can make it a movie. They can say, oh man, they got caught doing what? The feds are involved? Oh man, they indicted everybody. Make it public news. It's gonna be public record. It's be all over social media. And now you ain't even getting a fair trial for it. They gonna figuring out if they gonna make an example out of you or they gonna throw you into the jail for our entertainment. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that's why it's a fine line. That's why I be telling the youngest too, like, you know, exactly. He crashed himself out. But I be telling the youngest too, like, you gotta be careful what you asking for. Do you necessarily really want to be a rapper? Or do you want to be a boss? Or do you just want to be rich? What part of the rapper lifestyle is that you want? And there's other ways to get it. There's low key ways to get it. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, when you're dealing with the higher ups and elites, and you always gonna be even working corporate, working for certain companies, you are assisting the higher ups and elites by working for this certain company, right? So it goes all the way around. There's really no way. But when you doing it, it's about that thread, that fine line, bro. And they gonna figure out who the gestures are. People out the bunch that want to help become a distraction. The distraction is entertainment. They're gonna, bro. It's the distraction is the entertainment. So yeah, you want to be. We all want to be entertained. So let's just make sure while the entertainment is coming, we sliding, we doing what we need to do. This is when they pass the bills. We all know. I know somebody, man, come on, like 68 people they saying they done put, the feds got. I mean, what you think? You think somebody going to, what the fuck, tell me what you think. Straight up. What would you think? You better get shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell. Thug ain't need no lawyer. You ain't going to get the biggest lawyers. These niggas gonna have to fight this one. Because, damn, my man cutting the grass. You gonna have to get the biggest lawyer, and you gonna have to fight it in a certain way because somebody tell him, bro. And once they start playing these wiretaps, if the feds involved, you already know they got wiretaps. They already got surveyed. They already own you. If they come to your house, that big ass house Thugger was in, they get you up out of there. Hold on, dog. My dog cutting the grass. My dog cutting the grass. I ain't gonna mess with him because his dad probably on his ass. His daddy probably on his ass about cutting the grass. Hold on. Ain't no telling, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, that's the part that gets spooky. You got to be real careful, very careful. And like I said, when the people come for you, when they come to get you, they got you. It ain't no real other way. And like I said, on a higher note, hold on, God, let me let the sun in. I want to show you. I want to show y'all. But yeah, we about to put a pool back there. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, come on, my little homie, he cutting the grass. But like I was saying, right? It's for our entertainment. It's for our entertainment. You feel me? So you gotta think, man. Some of it is out of your lawyer's hands. Like you come in the back room, your lawyer be like, man, they trying to railroad you, dog. I'm doing everything I can. They not biting none of it, right? It's because this shit on the news. They done made CNN. They got Young Thug. Yo, they got Young Thug and they got Gunna and all the whole YSL. It's like a whole thing now. It's gonna be, right? And man, I feel for them. I feel for them. I say this, you know, man, you know that, yeah, man, you gotta really, man, you gotta smarten up when you get that bag. You gotta start, and the whole crime element. This just what I feel like. This just what I believe. Like even the ones that people, everybody think that like Thugger the big dog because he got the money. He the big dog, but in real life he not because it's not hard to eliminate the crime factor. And a dude like Thugger, mark my words, right? If I had paper like Thugger, I would literally be able to go to my city and shut everything down. Shut everything down. Like I would literally be able to I would literally be able to go to Norfolk, Virginia. You feel what I'm saying? And be like, yo, this how many I need everybody to meet me at the scope. We gonna have I throw a big party. I pay the money, rent the scope out, and I have everybody, and I put a word out. You feel what I'm saying? I put a word out in the street. It'd be about however many people the scope could fill, because that'll fill up. You understand what I'm saying? And bro, I mean, I get creative with it. You know, these dudes got paper. They rub shoulders with Meek Mills and the other people that's all in the industry. So you get some of your industry friends, you throw a concert. Man, you could have a whole Atlanta literally like, these dudes like, yo, bro, 4PF, Young Thug, YSL, and whatever other little cliques that's in Atlanta with all these dudes that's getting money in Atlanta could literally have the streets cleaned up. They could literally sweep the streets. And if they can't, then it's just like I said, they not the big dogs. They just got the money. These niggas got lucked up and got the paper. So all the crime that's going on, they gonna make an example out. Some of these boys gonna get, you know, the paper might get you, it might get you right, but when the feds get involved, it gets spooky, boy. Yeah. I feel like some big dogs to get in the door, some real big dogs to step in the room, some real big dogs to be able to get that paper and touch that kind of paper. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, violence in the city, listen, violence in the city is That's messing up paper. That's messing up tourism. That's messing up money that's gonna be spent in Atlanta because y'all niggas stealing cars. Woo, woo, woo. Who quick is doing it? We able to figure that out, and that shit. And don't, I mean, come on, crazy to be put out. The fire be put out. You know, so they gonna make an example. You know, and I had to touch on a few angles. They gonna make, and hopefully, you know, I don't wish that on nobody. I'm just going by what I see. You know, just like everybody else. And we just content creating. That's all. And if he is next time, yeah, yeah. And all they got to do is look at you as a threat. That's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother subject, right? Hold on, son. That's a whole nother subject, right? Like, even to when I speak to the youngins about the rapper, when I was coming up like that, Tupac had the whole thug thing. It was like, he's a thug, this guy's a thug. That shit was like a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the youngsters, I wouldn't expect them to know that, right? Yeah, when the RICO come in, bro, man, listen, bro, it was made for the Italian mafia. All these dudes run their whole clique like the Italian mafia, where Young Thug is the head because he got the most money. This guy's under Thug. This guy's under him. This guy's under him. This guy's under him. Woo, woo, woo. And that RICO was perfect for that. When they come get you, bro, that's one reason, bro. This ain't no fictional fairy tale. This ain't like this ain't Goodfellas. You know what I mean? This shit ain't no movie, bro. This is real life. In real life, all the movies, them niggas, the feds come in or somebody gets smoked. It just is what it is, right? And when the feds come, bro, one thing about it, bro, somebody ass going to jail. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Somebody ass going to jail, and somebody gonna tell, and that's guaranteed. That's especially with a people. That's guaranteed. I don't know about where. I don't know who he is. I don't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, man. That's why I try to. It's the thing, right? Again, where the big dogs at? Some of the people that I thought were big dogs, I guess it really ain't big dogs. Or the higher ups and elites. Everybody already say, like, when you get to a certain level, you can't do nothing. You got to think, man. Jay-Z worth $1 billion. Oprah worth $1 billion. There's only 46 million black people in America. 46 million black people in America. Jay-Z and Oprah could literally take a couple dollars, take a couple $100 million, get everybody $2 million, every black person in America $2 million, and say, fuck it, everybody rich. They could literally do it, but for some reason, when you get to that level, you don't see nobody really moving like that because you're gonna get, you already know. Because America is built off of, America is built off of criminal enterprise. That's why everybody here salute the criminals like what you just said. Who said that? So I can give you some game. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah. America was founded off of criminal enterprise. America was built off of criminal, off of a criminal organization. I'm talking about literally when the Pilgrims stepped foot on the land, it was criminal activity. Yeah, all the way up to now. I'm talking about the government, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything, like the whole thing. So like when people say stuff like that, when people be like uh, they started with a criminal. Everybody over here started with a criminal organization. Chinese people, Italian people, black, whatever, whatever. However, pick one. The foundation is criminal. You know what I'm saying? It's foundation with some gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Look at the Italians. This is why I always try to tell people, not even to go too far track, but like black on black crime and all that. It's like, bro, let's talk. Do you remember the Italians was getting it in? They wasn't killing black people like that. The Italians, they was killing all Italian people. I'm talking about the Italians, bro. You think, like, listen what I'm telling you. In Chicago by itself, when Al Capone and all them was getting busy, bro, they was killing way more Italian people in Chicago than Chicago people killing right now, black people. Straight up. So it just, it's all a trick, man. It's all a trick. But when it comes to the feds, when it comes to the drugs, when it comes to the criminal enterprise, that's where Italians, it turned to the mafia. And then a lot of people in the mafia got into politics, and they got started being judges. Their sons and daughters started being politicians, and this, that, and the third, and it started getting real in America. That's what we with the Italians, Kennedy and all that. That's a whole nother story though. That's a whole nother thing. You feel me? But like now, the RICO and the indictments when it comes to the feds, when it's not just that they gonna get you. It's more like, can they make an example out of you? Do they want to make an example out of you? Sometimes they want to let you live. They let Trump free. Trump come in and start freeing Kodak. You get some instances where you see like, okay, yeah, that's good. But a lot of the times, bro, this what it turned out to be. And the youngsters, they being brainwashed to think they want to be rappers because they done put these rapper suits on these dudes, put chains and Rolexes on them and got them doing all this stuff. And the youngsters think they want to be them, but nah. DJ Mustard is paid. Make some beats, man. Get a camera. Get a job, bro. That little Zaza you selling, bro. Trust me, I ain't never met yo. You either the man when it come to that shit or you ain't. So that little Zaza pad ain't putting no money in your that ain't put no money in your pocket. That Zaza, that shit ain't no real. That shit ain't no money, dog. And yeah, we gonna talk about, I was thinking about doing another video, but since I'm already up here, let me charge up. Maybe my shit be dying. My phone be dying. But we just to go from multiple different angles. You already know where we at. We in the big house. It's one of my favorite joints. The nigga's blunt. So it's an angel, right? But I need to plug up for my shit die. Hold on. Let me see if I can plug up real quick. Like, you said Southside. Southside of what? You look like someone who is. I don't know. But yeah, no jumper in them. It's no beef. That's just coming from a whole different angle. I seen the no jumper joining it, talking like, you got to think, right? Even like academics, and this is just no disrespect to DJ Academics or like a no jumper. This is all respectfully, right? But DJ Academics is like he's Jamaican, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think he's like Jamaican and shit. I could be wrong, but I think he's Jamaican, right? And he reports about all the crime in like black on black crime or this crime or gang crime or this crime. But in Jamaica, there's way more crime going on. There's way more crime going on. You know what I'm saying? He should report on that crime. You know what I'm saying? No jumper, the same thing. It's like he's so indulged in our culture. Our culture is contagious. Our culture is contagious. So you will have academics. You will have a Adam No Jumper, and Adam No Jumper. I don't know what his ethnic. I don't know what he is, right? But I think whatever he is, they got a hell of a criminal enterprise that he could report on. That he could interview. He could interview old mobsters and motherfuckers who was in the Slavic army, or some, you know what I'm saying, that killed people before, and he get his views off that. But they all come to our culture, and it's poisonous. See, the thing is, like, what this where they get it confused when they say like, oh, I'm just doing like, nah, you're not just doing like everybody else. It's poisonous. It's criminal. It is. That's just and that's why it always somebody ends up saying something and then they just try to brush it or say like you hey, they just they always nah. Like even like Vlad. What is Vlad? Like Jewish, I'm sure it's like some Jewish mafias. Like the Jewish mafia, I'm sure he could report on that. You gotta know they all got gangs. It's just our gangs and our criminal activity is amplified and it's taken to another level for another reason. You understand? For another reason. But like I said, man, yeah, like DJ Academics, instead of like reporting on the Chicago beef or any kind of beef, right? He should report on like all the rape, my bad, the R word, all the stuff that's going on in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of lawlessness. Let me just say that, lawlessness. It's a lot of lawlessness going on in Jamaica. You feel what I'm saying? He should be reporting on that, talking to like his Jamaican roots and his culture. You understand? Because that's a whole nother culture from when I say our culture, this culture. But the only difference is our cultures, they, it get deep and that ties into the whole YSL. You got these dudes that look like, oh yeah, Jamaica, salute to Jamaica. I was in Montego Bay, Ochos Rios. Yeah, I've been all over Jamaica, baby. I love Jamaica. It get real over there. That's why I'm saying it. You want to report on beef and gang crime and shit like that. Jamaica, you can get that over there. Same thing with no jumper and Vlad. So you just gotta be wary of that. You just gotta be cautious of that. Again, man, I just the youngins. It's like a whole play being ran on the youngins, and they fall in the trap. All that violence that was going on in Atlanta, for real. Somebody, you be thinking like, I always thinking to myself like, all these, it's like juggernauts in Atlanta. In Atlanta, you got juggernauts, you got Thugger, you got T.I., you got Lil Baby, you got Gunna, you got Gucci Mane. It's probably 100 of these dudes. And it's like all that activity that was in the street to me was like, who's in charge? Who's in charge? You feel me? And then what you got to know too is, that's why I say who's in charge, because when the feds get involved, that's because they don't know who's in charge, or the person in charge ain't handling. You can get it off, but y'all, them niggas was tripping, cuz. So now we gonna see, and this is all respectfully, but now we gonna see because these dudes rap about this thug life. They rapping about slime, and they doing this. They wiping their nose, and y'all know what your young boys do, man. This is the thing what you gotta understand, like about like Adam, no jump, all that. These are platforms, my G. These are platforms, and when you get these platforms to a certain level, you pay the people to get paid to go on these shows. I don't know about Adam No Jumper, but I know like Vlad pays people to go on his show. You feel me? And Adam No Jumper, you're gonna get looks, you're gonna get views, you're gonna get subs. Uh, I see through the smoke and mirrors when I'm watching these channels though. I see through the smoke and mirrors. It's like, I see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. Just like, you gotta understand, just like hip hop has turned, it's a business. It's a business. It's gonna get exploited. It's gonna get, you know what I'm saying, ran through, you know, and it's gonna be and it's entertainment. So now, if it's entertainment, somebody has to be entertained. And that's why I say too, like, I kind of feel for Thug and Gunna, because I don't know what they into. I guess we'll all see what's going on with the case, but you know, when you in that entertainment is now your life is all entertainment. So now it's not just a case where somebody got caught and they gonna go to jail. It's gonna be a whole drawn out thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this too. What if, and this is, it's multiple different angles. You already know how I'm giving it up. But what if they turn around and try to like link his baby mom death to like some gang activity or some gang beef? That's what the feds do. They come in and they take everything and they put it together and be like, y'all, I'm talking about bodies, drugs, all that. It get spooky, and that's a whole another reason. Like I told you, young boys, recently in one of my last lives, uh, get you a female dog, get you a solid joint. You feel me? And get right, man, and get on your grown man business and cut the middleman out. Get on your grown man business and do it like that, because when you get indicted with 68 dudes or however, man, everybody's gonna be out for themselves. Everybody got their mamas, their kids. Everybody got their reason why they going, and it gets spooky, bro. It gets spooky, and something about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Something gonna happen. Something we gonna see. We gonna see. It get real shaky. You understand? So man, them boys, salute to them boys, man. And I'm sure they got lawyer money and all that, to stay focused and get out the situation. But to the youngsters, bro, go to school, man. You young, go to school. If you in school, stay in school. Stay focused, man. It's all temporary. Trust me, school gonna be over like that. And you'll be 18, 19, just trying to figure out if you're going to college or if you're going in the military or if you're going, whatever you're going to do. You understand what I'm saying? And then let's just say you go to college or you go in the military or you figure out what you're going to do. The next 4 or 5 years going to go like this. And you're gonna be like 25. Fast. Yeah, listen what I'm saying. Yeah, that's where the grown man business come in at. See, you gonna go to school, they gonna give you whatever game, and you gonna be able to get some good game from school, and you gonna be able to get that the BS that come with school. And then when you come home, right, you got your back in the day, you would have your dad, or you would have your uncle, or you have an older dude that can like you know what I'm saying, that can balance out the stuff you learn at school with some truth. That's what I am to like my nieces and nephews and my daughters and all my people that's around me, even everybody. You know what I'm saying? You so you go to school, they teach you that people came and discovered America. Then you come home and uncle be like, man, Christopher Columbus ain't discover no America. How he discover America when Indians was already here? Your uncle tell you say something like that to you. You be like, damn. That's how it was for me. You know, so my uncle would say, like, damn, man. And that's the truth. So then I go back to school and be like, my uncle said, woo, woo, woo. Or I wouldn't say, I just know it. So that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? The youngins literally gotta the youngins literally gotta know that if you're not playing, okay, everybody ain't going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? That it's a sports. Everybody not playing sports. You don't have to play sports to get money. It's multiple different ways and multiple different schooling, college and military. You can get money in all kind of ways, bro. You just need to figure out what you into. The gang shit is over, bro. Like drugs, man. I just want to make sure my phone was my shit charging. That shit is dead, bro. Ain't who is selling? You need to be having these little packs of that's supposed to be Zaza. You're not making no money off that, man. You might as like trust me. You know what I'm saying? You're not making no paper off of that. You feel me? It's a better way. You just gotta buckle down. And if you ain't getting it now, trust me, it's coming. You still got your 30s to come. You still trust me. Your prime years is your 30s, your 40s. They good years, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So the youngins got to know that shit is. They got to know that shit ain't real, bro. The rapping shit is not real. It's not real. The hardest rapper, I don't care who you listening to. They even if they kill somebody, bro, it's not really real for real. Like yo, when did you understand what I'm saying? It's not real, bro. Yeah, yeah. You just got to make it there to just be able to experience it. You got to be able to get there to be able to experience it. Yeah, 30s, 40s. Yeah, I just think that's deep, right? You got somebody like a young thug, right? Young thug manager. I think it was like last year or something. It's something that I saw that caught my like it resonated with me. So I kept it with me, right? But his manager or somebody close to him brought Young Thug like 100 acres of land somewhere in Atlanta, like somewhere in Georgia, right? Big ass estate, like this land. We had no houses on it yet, but it was still like rural area. Like the land was still had trees, and it was this big ass pond and lake. And he was talking about making slime. It's called Slime City. He really said he was gonna make like a city on his land. It's 100 acres, right? And I was thinking to myself, like, when you dealing with that kind of money, what make dudes still engage or like involve themselves in anything criminal, bro? I don't understand it, man. If you ever like that shit just weird to me, bro. Like criminal activity, you know what I'm saying? Like you should be just getting money, bro. Like I don't get it, man. That shit crazy. Because and the reason why I used to didn't get it, I used to didn't get it. It used to be like, yo, I didn't understand it, right? But then I realized it's because that shit ain't. It's not real, bro. The rapper, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, you could be an artist. You might like want to rap and stuff like that because it's for art. You know what I'm saying? And you could get money off it. But it's like when it come down to it, it's like you got to do it a certain way for you to get. You got to do it all yourself. The rappers, the producers, all that is different, man. Um, in the rap, if it ain't real, if it is real, then you indicting yourself. If it ain't real, then it ain't real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these dudes saying all this stuff in the rap. They saying they gonna use his lyrics they gonna use his lyrics like this shit ain't no game, bro. It ain't no game. It ain't no game. And then everything you said in the rap that's supposed to be fake, I guess. Man, shit, man, listen. Yeah, yeah. Freedom boys. freedom, freedom boys. Freedom boys, man. You feel me? Feel me? You just gotta be careful. You gotta lay low. Yeah. Even the weed, even the cannabis is getting you know, it's getting choppy for what I'm hearing from some of my people that deal in that. Uh, Even that shit is getting a little choppy. Like it's saturated. You feel me? It's overly saturated. Uh, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna slide already. I'm already past the hour. I don't know. I mean, shit, I don't know. I don't even know. I wouldn't know. You feel me? Yeah, man. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, man. To the youngins, bruh, stay down, bro. Stay down. Buckle down. Stay on the porch. Stay on the porch. It's alright to stay on the porch, dog. You feel me? Stay on the porch, dog. Trust me, man. The game's over. The whole game is over. Even like with the six, everything that's involved, right? Even just looking at that, just let you know the game is over. You feel what I'm saying? So listen, man. You already know what time it is, your boy. Yeah. Stay in the house, dog. Stay in the crib. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, grown man business. You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut. No extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. We giving it to you straight, raw, my G. Salute. Yeah, man. I be chilling in the garage. Yeah, I'm about to get this. Got to get this. About to get this pool put in the back. That shit gonna take like 2-3 months. But I'm gonna show y'all the process. I'm gonna be showing y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing y'all the whole process. So that's where we gonna be locked in. We throwing a whole custom made pool in the back. I'm talking like we designed the pool inch by inch, piece by piece. But for right now, it's the man cave. You feel me? You see, I got the joint right there, the TV right there. You feel me? I got the motherfucking heavy bag right there. Be gaming. Got the workout machine right there. Got the you feel me? Yeah. You already know. Yeah, did the floor. You see the floors? The floors. I had the floors. Got the floors. The little showroom floor. Yeah, man. Redo the garage, man. Yeah, man. Feel me? Some nice, some light. Some nice, some light. But yeah, man, you already know how we do. So listen, it's your boy, grown man business. Listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.